Oh yes, my friends, it's finally here. We're finally able to show off Illuvium Beyond in almost all of its glory. It's on testnet right now. What's up, everybody? Andrew Wall here, host and executive producer at Illuvium, and today you're going to have a deep dive on everything there is to know about Illuvium Beyond. If you watch all the way to the end of this episode, you'll know everything there is to know at this point. And of course, I've got two incredible guests, the most knowledgeable people on the topic of Illuvium Beyond in the world. We're talking about Roger, head of concept art, rocking the fish tank today. Roger, welcome to the stream. Right, well, Roger can't hear me. All right, Aaron Warwick is here as well, co-founder of Illuvium, and Aaron is more or less our game director and was heavily involved with the development of Illuvium Beyond. Aaron, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Yes, I absolutely can hear you. I've been awake, I think, for 28 hours, but I might hallucinate a couple of things today, but I can definitely hear you, and thanks for having me.
Awesome. I'm really excited to go over this one. Roger, go ahead and refresh. I guess you can't hear me. He's going to refresh. Let's go over what we're covering in the stream today, my friends. And that is going to be, let's bring Roger back in here. It's a deep dive. And today we're going to have a surprise from Roger, not just his cool fish tank in his background right here. Roger, you can hear us, right, buddy? No, it suddenly cut out right before. Okay. We're going to have a surprise from Roger. We're going to have a crash course on Illuvium Beyond, a design showcase, and we're going to be doing live demo of the Illuvium Beyond platform today, which is really exciting. But it's very important that all of you know this isn't life advice, tax advice, legal advice. You shouldn't be taking advice from us whatsoever. This is just us going over some cool products and some cool experiences that we've been developing that we're so excited to show you. All right, Roger, I don't think he can hear us. So Aaron, we're going to skip over Roger's surprise for now. Unless Roger, yeah, he's going to try to fix his stuff. And we're going to go straight into talking about what Illuvium Beyond is, and then we'll revisit that surprise later. So, Aaron, in your own words, what is Illuvium Beyond?
Illuvium Beyond is a project that started off as an idea from Kieran that I think sort of got away from us at some point, because it was originally meant to be a fairly simple profile picture project. But when he pitched it to me, I said, well, it doesn't really work for us because, you know, mostly these profile picture projects have a system where there's one base model, right? There's one monkey, there's one lizard, there's one person, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The problem for us is that we have 205 Illuvials. So to put something on top of that was always going to be, at the very least, 200 times as challenging in terms of the art. And so we sort of decided to lean into that. And it evolved over time to go from being sort of that profile picture project where it just didn't make any sense anymore, because there were going to be so many combinations of things that you could get that it really made more sense to have people collect a lot of them. And this is where Rogier came in and suggested that we sort of change it a little bit, build an album, and allow people to, I guess, buy a lot of these different ones. And then I sort of do what I do, which is, take these great ideas and sort of turn them into giant monstrosities. and I sort of thought about it, and I thought, okay, well, if it's sort of similar to those old Panini soccer albums, but we don't have just soccer players, we have, these cool creatures that could have different accessories on them and different backgrounds, we could really go all out and use customized, like a customized album that is effectively unique to you and gets built organically as you go, right? So in our system, the album has, I believe, something like 108 different collections, but you probably, unless you're absolutely insane, you're probably not going to be able to collect all of them, but you might want to just collect the fire Illuvitars, or the ones with coins backgrounds, or all of the axolotl collection, or just all of wave one, right? So what you're looking at there at the moment is the wave one collection. Yeah, and there's obviously 25 in that set, and you've got to collect them all. Some are more rare than others, and overall it just allows you to build things over time that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And we then just expanded it even further and added things like milestones, which is a little tiny subset of your collections that gives you extra points and allows you to get a part of a collection without getting the whole. For example, if you were to go to something like the pterodactyl collection, I'm not sure if that's on the screen.
It's not on the screen right now, but keep talking.
Go back to the first one. You can go to the pangolin one.
Okay.
It's on the second row, second from the right. You'll see that there's 9 sleeves there. There's 9 separate things, and there's 6 milestones. What they represent is there's 1 milestone for flare, there's 1 for singe, and there's 1 for sear. But then there's also 1 for each of the different expression rarities. So there's the common expression, the uncommon, and the rare. Each one of that type has different expressions that you can get. And as this wave and this set gets dropped and released out to the marketplace, you'll be able to collect all of them, and eventually you'll collect all 6 milestones, and you'll be able to complete the collection. You'll get extra points for doing that, and that will allow you to go onto our leaderboard. You get a different rank, etc., etc. So effectively, we just take every cool idea and crank it as far past 11 as we possibly can.
I love it. So this isn't just some sort of PFP project where you get a dumb looking monkey with a cigar and then maybe later there's a video game and a club you can get into. This is a full-blown competitive card game with top-notch art and with a full-blown collection and album experience where you can customize your Illuvitar. And this is an extension of our existing universe that goes obviously beyond, like the name expresses, beyond the more serious video games you're creating, and goes into the fun sort of area that these Illuvials can express. Roger, looks like you're back, baby. Yes. Did the fish tank take out your microphone?
I have no idea, but for some reason I got in some sort of sound loop, and I just kept hearing everything over and over and over again. So there was like 6 Andrews and 6 Aarons talking to me at the same time. So I was like,
well, that's not so bad. It's been the case of Andrew.
More than enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So thank you for that overview, Aaron. We're going to go over, everybody, all of those features he talked about: expressions, skins. We're going to go over competitive. We're going to go over the album. We're going to demo. We're going to open discs. We're going to do it all and show it all on the stream today. But before we do, Roger had a fun, interesting surprise he wanted to reveal to us, and it looks kind of like this. So, Roger, what is that word, and why should we care about it?
Those are the special finishes that we're doing for all the Illuvitars. And we actually reworked them in, I think, the last 1.5 weeks. So,
got it. All of the hollows. And so we're going to show a few.
Amount of work. Yeah.
We're going to show a few on the screen for you guys right now. And these are examples of hollows. Now, to my knowledge, there are 2 different types of finishes that you can get, correct? Hollow and kind of normal colored, right?
Yep. Yeah. Just like Pokemon cards. You basically just have the normal versions, and if you're really, really lucky, you get like the foil or the hollow versions of it. And that's what we do with these as well. And with the help of Dimitri and his magic rendering machine, we were able to sort of mimic the hollow effect onto the 2D illustrations that we done, and we get this very unique sort of look. And
that looks incredible.
They don't run out of the rendering machine like this. So Dan, I think mostly Dan had to sort of hand paint a lot of it back into it to fix them all so they look proper. So an insane amount of work in the last few weeks, right before we have to release them. So
very cool. And I know that some people were not hacking, but taking a look on the blockchain to see, trying to get their eyes on some hollows I saw on Twitter, because these are so eye-popping. Now, Aaron, help me understand the rarity aspect of these. Like, how much more rare, in layman's terms, will it be to try to get a holo version of an Illuvitar versus a normal colored finish?
Yep. So it's fairly easy. We did change this a little bit from a few weeks ago. The community sort of pushed back on a couple of the rarity elements that we have. We've only just dropped the overall rarity to everything. I can go over that. It is a little bit complex the way that we do it, but in layman's terms for holos, if you were to randomly sample 20, one of them would be holo. So it might not sound as rare as something like a holo Charizard or something like that, but the thing to remember is that this is on top of the rarity of the individual Illuvitar. It's on top of the expression, the background, etc., etc. So I was actually doing some calculations today with Carlos, because he's been trying to on our testnet complete all of the collections, and he hasn't got a holo Ramfire yet, but he's only, I think, 2,000 discs in, and even just a normal Ramfire is on the order of about 1 in 4,000. So to get a holo Ramfire, you're talking about 20 times more rare than that. So
wow,
these are going to be scarce, right? There'll be some that you'll be able to get with some sort of regularity. There's a lot of Illuvitars in this wave that are either tier 0 or tier 1, and stage 1. Those ones are going to come up more often, and therefore you're going to see the holo versions of them more often. But when you start to get into, say, tier 3, 4, and 5, especially with the rare expressions, they're literally so rare that even if we get to the point of having, say, 1 million packs sold, which is something on the order of we expect over this first 3-month period, it is possible that there's some things in our system that no one will ever get. And that's where we have this idea of misprints come in, which is a sort of like a one-off auction of the things that nobody managed to find over that period. So I originally it was going to be something like maybe 18 of them that there wouldn't be. Now I think it's more on the order of probably 3 or 4 in any given wave. But we'll probably do the auction more at the end of the year, when we've got all of the waves out the door as one big sale, because there's now, I don't think it's worth doing it for, say, 2 or 3, but these are going to be incredibly rare items, and if you manage to get one, I can't even fathom what it's going to be worth.
Just to clarify, people are commenting on the prices we just showed on the screen. This was an internal testnet version of Illuvium Beyond I was showing. Ignore all the prices. It's just there for testing purposes. The actual launch version will be different. It doesn't cost a kabillion dollars or whatever to get one of these, okay? Now, Roger,
it's super cheap at the moment, so that we can buy a whole bunch. I think it's on the order of maybe, instead of like $8, it's maybe 8 cents or something like that. Yeah.
Right.
But our team has to test purchasing them from each other through the marketplace, and so they get to decide what they put it up for. And there's some on there that are going, I think, for like $16,000.
Yeah.
Whoever got it has put it up for sale, and it's sort of like fake money. It's a test network called Girly, and if you have enough Girly ETH, then you could sort of buy them, but on my particular account, I'm too poor. I haven't farmed up that ETH well enough, so I certainly couldn't buy those Lynxes.
Makes sense. Okay, just wanted to clarify that for everybody who's watching this later. Roger, thank you for sharing those holos with us. So cool. I just love the extra. Everybody loves a foil with a card. Everybody loves a shinier version, and obviously everybody loves the holo look with Illuvium. You have other surprises, though, that you want to talk about today and maybe even show us. So let's go over those, and then we're going to go in way deeper detail on Illuvium Beyond right after that. But surprise-wise here, Roger, what do you have in store for us today, my friend?
Well, I think it's been known for a little while that we've been setting up metal plates. We have gotten from the community and also from ourselves just the urge that getting these art pieces up on the wall, and that's what we've been setting up for the last. I pitched the idea to this product. I think about almost a year ago, and I went on to a journey basically trying to get the right quality and the right materials and the right machines to eventually do it ourselves. And that's actually all now been set up and everything is functioning. And these are the first plates that have been rolling off the printer, basically.
Now help us
And we're gonna
understand.
get them
So
away.
later on, users will be able to buy their Illuvitar and then have the option to print their Illuvitar and onto one
Yes.
of these plates using this technology and this infrastructure that you're putting into place. Is that fair to say?
Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
That's cool. And we have some printer videos of the actual printer itself here to show you
Yeah.
guys. Roger sent me this. This thing's a beast of a printer. Where is this thing at? Is this behind your fish tank?
Yep. Yeah. It's underneath it. No, it's I have a factory basically set up pretty nearby my house with 2 of these printers and a lot of storage for all the prints and plates and boxes and a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, this has been quite an adventure because I always used to have a company that does merchandise, but we were fairly small. But I started this company somewhere in 2017. But there's a lot of experience that I have in making this kind of stuff that can now be put to good use to making awesome and designing awesome products for the community. So
Illuvium going above and beyond. Guys, you're killing it in chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Wow.
yep.
It's weird that my signature is not on there. I mean, like, wasn't I one of the main artists on the project too?
You don't see it. You don't see it yet. It's all the way at the top.
It's at the top.
It's at the top.
Yeah.
Aaron is, for those of you that don't know Aaron, he's just such an incredible artist. Now, thank you for sharing that with us. That's really exciting. That's a feature that'll be rolled out in the future. But on today's stream, we are going to, and I just showed the videos, but on today's stream, we are going to be doing a sweepstakes toward the end of the stream for what? What is this? Tell everybody what this is. If people tune in to the end.
Beautiful box. This is like very, very beautiful and very high quality. So you don't want to throw it away because it also has like one piece of art here. And if you start collecting these, then eventually with every wave, they will start stacking up and you will get like a beautiful picture on the side of Sanctum Misa. On the main obelisk where everybody starts their adventure, basically.
But what is inside the box, Roger?
Okay.
It's just a box. It's a beautiful box.
So stick around to the end of the episode, everybody. Roger's sweepstakes, if you stay tuned to the end of the episode, he's going to ask you a secret question. And we're going to choose a winner from chat who answers the question correctly. And he's going to give away one of these boxes to you and its secret contents to you. Stick around to the end and have your fingers on the keyboard and get ready for that at the end of the episode. All right, cool. Let's go ahead. Thank you, Roger. That's going to be exciting. So
All right.
that's going to be fun. That was Roger's idea, by the way. He's like, I want to give these away to the community. And we're going to have 4 more of these that we're giving away during our launch party, which we'll talk about later. So let's get back.
Who needs box rocks when you've got box? That's what I say.
At some point, we'll be selling Illuvium rocks. Illuvium rocks in an Illuvium box.
Awesome. Great job, everybody. Audience, are you loving it? I know you are. Okay, so let's go back to basics then. What is an Illuvitar then? So we talked about the scope of Illuvium Beyond, the hub, the album. You gave all these features. This turned way beyond just an Illuvitar into this whole collection competitive game. Let's just drill in with the Illuvitar part. Yep. What is an Illuvitar, Aaron?
Yep. So the Illuvitar is effectively the NFT that does the actual work of showing you the art. It is something that has a hand-painted artwork that one of the team have done. Unfortunately, none of mine made the cut, but the other guys are pretty good as well. So they've managed to do all of them. There will be a grand total of, I think, 156 over this set, and each one of them corresponds to one of the Illuvials in the set, right? Effectively, what they are is an avatar for that Illuvial outside of the Illuvium universe, beyond it, where you can then put accessories and different expressions and backgrounds on them that you wouldn't normally find in Illuvium. You know, you're not going to find meme glasses inside of Illuvium on one of your characters, but you can get that outside. So there is the portrait component, which is the actual picture. Each one of those portraits has a different expression. There's a neutral, which is the most common, and then it goes all the way through. There's like an A and a B expression that are a little bit more rare, and then very, very rare. Then on top of that, you've got the backgrounds, which get randomly assigned to you.
Here, really quick, I just want to show everybody the expression variations. This is just an example that Roger shared with me of Atlas. As you can see, there's 3 variations we're showing here, and these expressions will be kind of randomly generated when you open your disc, right, Aaron?
That's correct. Yeah, you'll sort of have a role for that. The expressions, I believe it's sort of like 60%, 30%, 10% is sort of the rough odds that you've got for getting one of them, and each individual Illuvitar, which is again an avatar for an Illuvial, has its own unique expressions, right? So it takes the totals. For example, in this wave, there's 25 Illuvitars, plus there's also the 25 tier zeros that'll be on all of the waves. But those 25, there'll actually be 150 different ones to collect, because there's so many different finishes and expressions that you can get as different combinations. Then on top of that, they each come with a randomly assigned background. There are more backgrounds than just 75, which maybe people might think that that's the right number because there's stages and tiers. That's sort of how it works. But with the backgrounds, we also have variations. So you can get like a blue variation of a background or a yellow variation of a background. Not all of the backgrounds have different variations. It depends on the actual background, but the team have sort of gone over the top. And for a lot of them, you can get different colors between, you know, purples and greens and reds and blues, whites, all sorts of things. So once you've got all of that, that is what we would sort of categorize as the portrait with the background. Then on top of that, you have these slots, which we call accessory slots, which are where you attach all of the different accessories to that Illuvitar to make it unique. And there are a lot of them. There's 5 separate slots. And
so this one is an accessory-less Illuvitar. And then as we go through the examples, you can see how, I mean, just look how it transforms.
Start smoking.
I mean, well, that's not smoke, that's candy.
No, candy.
We don't encourage smoking here at Illuvium, that's candy. But just look how it transforms the entire feel when that new background and all those accessories come into play here. It's wild to watch the transformation happen.
Cannot be swapped. So the background's minted with the portrait. So if you're lucky, you get like a really good rare background. Or you just get a matching background, right? If you want something that just makes the art prettier, then you're lucky too, I guess, in a certain way. Yeah. But it might just have a little bit less points.
The other thing
I cut you off there, Aaron. Go right ahead, buddy.
The other thing that's really amazing about this is, as you can see, there's like a collar around Squiz, but there's a lot of them, right? What's really special about this project is the accessories, because in a lot of other projects, they just programmably add them to the individual portrait. We have, like I said, just in this wave alone, there's not just the 25, they all have different expressions. There's actually 75 of them. The art team goes through individually per accessory and customizes it. And in a lot of cases, hand draws that accessory onto that Illuvitar so that you get
incredible.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. If you get the quantum collar and you put it on Axon, it's going to look incredibly different to what it looks like on Squiz. And that is just a pure labor of love. There's no other way of saying it. It is a ridiculous amount of work. The number of individual files of art that we have to generate for this project is in the tens of thousands. So it's just beyond anything that you could possibly imagine. It's not like we have one accessory and we just stick it on. We have to custom match it for each individual one. And that's to me the real special thing about the accessories is that when you put them on, they're going to look like they belong on there. They're going to look like it was just one singular hand-drawn artwork, because it really was. And when you include the fact that they give you multipliers to your power up to and including 150% extra power, they can take an Illuvitar.
Whoa, hold on. It goes up to 150%? Wow, I was opening up some discs yesterday and 10%, 16% was a big number, 150%.
The maximum that you can get on a single accessory is 20%, but if you put 5 on there, you'll not only get the 20% for each of them to make it 100%, you'll also get a combo bonus, and the combo bonus for having 5 accessories on your Illuvitar is just a straight 50%. So it doesn't matter whether or not they're the cheapest accessories that are out there. We want people to be bonding these so that they can get that power level up, so that they can move up the ranks. If you put 5 accessories onto an Illuvitar, then you get a massive power boost. Effectively, you get 50% straight off the bat. Plus, I think the minimum is 2.5%. So there's a lot of extra power that you can get onto a single one. You can see there that there's a maximum that you can get of 9,999, and the only way to do that is to get a perfect background tier 5 stage 3. So in this wave, the only one available is Ramfire, and you would have to get that with the Iberium coin, I believe is the max value. And then on top of that, you would need to get the max accessory per slot, put them all on there, and you would have, technically it should add up to 10,000, but our UI guys didn't like the idea of having 5 numbers in it, so they made me subtract 1 from the power in our calculation. So 9,999 is the max you can get. But don't worry, guys, at least it's over 9,000.
It's enough.
We knew that would be, I was just going to ask, was the real design decision there for you to have it be over 9,000? It sounds honestly like that. It sounds like that's the honest answer.
That is, well, the reason why I originally wanted 10,000 because it's a nice even number. They wanted to cut it down so that it could fit more easily on there. But the reason why it goes up to above 9,000 is, just because of that. So I don't know what my excuse is. I love it.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna bond some accessories later so everybody can see what that process is like. But before you can even bond accessories, so we learned what Illuvium Beyond is. We learned what the Illuvitars are and all of the different aspects of the Illuvitar. But how do you get Illuvitars and accessories? Let's talk about discs and kind of go over what those are so everybody can understand. So really quick, can you run down the difference for us in terms of discs and the different types? And we have the standard disc. What is unique about this standard disc?
Standard disc is the only way that you can get a tier 0. They're like a bonus that we added in to sort of like fill it out. Obviously, the tier 0s are going to be fairly common because there's always going to be one tier 0 in a standard disc. But you get a random Illuvitar. So basically every part of it is randomized. We just released, for me, it was last night or maybe this morning, but it's all like one big blur of a day. But we released basically the guide on how you can know the probabilities of getting things in there. But there's one random Illuvitar. Then you'll also get 3 accessories. We sort of feel that's a decent sort of middle ground where, if you want to add 5 to it, you're going to have to sort of have some other Illuvitars be a bit bare. So you can't just get everything with 5 out of the gates, and then you get that tier 0. They're also a little bit cheaper. The whole idea with these ones is that we want them to be as accessible for people as possible. So that those ones, I don't know the exact price in dollars, but they're very, very low. You can see here they're incredibly low on our testnet, but that's maybe a couple zeros too low at the moment. I believe they work out to be roughly about $8.
Understood. And so there's a standard disc, and then there is a mega disc. And I know the intention, we dropped the prices on all of this through where the council did to make them more accessible to regular people, right? We didn't want this to be one of those NFT projects where you have to drop thousands or something to be a part of this. Like, this is affordable for the regular, everyday, average person. Now, standard discs are lower cost. Mega discs are higher than standard disc cost. Tell us, what is a mega disc, and why would we want to pay more for one of these?
Yeah, so there's no real perfect calculation to work out exactly how much something is going to be worth. Really depends on the community to decide that. But the mega disc basically swaps out that bonus tier 0 for what we call a guaranteed rare Illuvitar. Now, originally it was planned to be a rare Illuvitar and accessory. The community came back to us and said that they would prefer that to be just an Illuvitar. Makes it a little bit easier to understand. Definitely makes it a bit easier for us to understand the total amount of various things in the system. It means that there's always 2 Illuvitars in every disc, which is kind of cool. And that rare is guaranteed to be of a power of over 1,000. So even though you saw that the maximum power is 9,999, the portrait itself can really only go up to 4,000, and that's including the background. So it's really 3,200, and it's scaled very heavily towards the things at the bottom of the spectrum, right? You're much more likely to pick up something that is around, say, 100 power than you are something that is 500 power, and 1,000 is even more rare. I believe the rough calculation, don't quote me on this, is approximately it would take about 12 standard discs before you get that guaranteed rare out of it, and basically you get that in one disc. So it's a 5 times multiplier on the price, but it would take around about 12 rolls of a standard to get one of that power. Obviously, that's not the end of the calculation, because there is a bunch of accessories that you get across those 12 standard discs that you're comparing it against, plus the other Illuvitars that are in there. So we feel it works out to be roughly about the same value, and we feel that it's probably a good combination for people to get some of both, especially considering that we would really dearly love to put out a competitive PvP card game in the future, of which these cards would be, the major players in it. Therefore, we want people to have like quite a large deck. We don't want it to be a situation where people just have a couple of rare things and that's it. It sort of defeats the purpose of the whole album if people only collect like 1 or 2. It's definitely not your average profile picture project. The desire for us is to have people collecting just massive amounts of these, and you can use it as your profile picture. As you can see, you've got something for your profile picture up there.
I've got, this was Kieran's avatar, and then I mangled it. But yeah, I've got a profile picture I selected.
Yeah. So that's a small part of it, and you can choose any one of them. It's quite easy to go through there and pick. But overall, we wanted there to be a reasonable, tough choice between whether or not you just get the standard discs or you get the mega discs. There's technically a third type of disc, which is called a promo disc, and we haven't really revealed much about them yet. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say anything about them, but
don't say anything about them yet. We have a lot to talk about with those promo discs later. People can know they exist, though.
Yes.
Yes.
So those are the discs that you can get. And then, as people might have seen, some of these discs have a little alpha stamp on them. And
this little thing right here.
Yeah. They might have seen on the previous one that there is a limited supply of them. And effectively, alphas are a more expensive version, but they are limited in quantity, whereas we will have a 3-month sale for this first wave for the non-alphas, where you can get as many as you want and really fill out your collection. The alphas are a limited run. There's only 100,000 and 20,000 of the mega discs. And we believe, like, we've only let that sale run for, say, 3 days, but we think there's a pretty good chance that it might sell out well before then, because these are going to be quite sought after. They're the originals in the first wave of the first set, and yeah, they don't add anything to your album in terms of giving you extra points, a different picture, etc., etc. That they are similar, but they're really catered for that sort of high-end collector who's looking to get a few really, really rare collector's items, and they're the ones that, if someone manages to get a say a hollow Ramfire in one of them, that is going to be ridiculously rare, because it's got the same odds as happening in the normal sale, but there's literally only 100,000 discs, and there's a lot of people in the community now. We have, I believe, something like 50,000 active members. The number of people that log into our Discord per month, I think, is somewhere up around like 150,000 people. So there's a lot of people watching this, and if every single one of them buys a single pack, then it's really gone very, very quick. But we don't know. It could be that there's one person out there that buys one disc, or all of them. We'll just have to wait and see. One little note here: this is getting adjusted. I've done all of the work on the getting these to be right. The UI guys have fixed that. So some of these ones that are shown here have actually been moved out of this wave, but I believe that will be updated this morning, probably within about 5 hours, and it'll be a little bit more organized. It'll be the 25 in the wave, then it'll be the 25 tier zeros, and then the accessories will be labeled correctly and shown in their tier order.
The background
that makes sense.
on these are also wrong. They're old and they're being replaced. So
do you see these perfectionists?
Worry,
they're like, you just don't even look at it. It's not right. They want to get it right. I totally understand that. But the point there is, the earlier you are in the sale, obviously you can get those alphas out the gate, and then you get the chance to get those rarer, earlier Illuvitars. Mm-hmm. And just like Pokemon, we've used Pokemon comparison before. Those Pokemon promo cards before Pokemon TCG even came out, those Magic the Gathering alpha set cards before Magic the Gathering was a thing. If you have your hands on those, you have your hands on something really special, a piece of history, and something that a lot of these folks have on their desk for the rest of their life, because they were there that early on something that they love. I love that we're doing the alpha wave to kind of represent that, so people that are here watching the stream can get a piece of history. Now, we talked about these discs. We showed pictures of them. Why don't we open some? That's the fun part. Roger, can you help me pick out a standard disc here? And let's pick out a standard disc and open one. And then let's go ahead and do a mega disc and open one as well. So I've got you. I'm going to give you some number options here, and then you tell me what you want to do. So as far as standards are concerned, we've got 09. We've got
1812. That looks. Oh no, that's mega disc. Okay, sorry.
We've got 1810. We've got 1808. Yes. You 1810. Yep. Final answer.
Yeah.
All right. Aaron's going to get to pick the mega disc. So we're going to click load disc. This is in the internal build right now of opening this disc, and we'll click it. There's going to be some confirmations. I'm going to go ahead and do those confirmations.
With the alphas is now that you can keep them unopened. So
yeah, one of the great things about our community is if they don't like something, they'll definitely let you know. And so we have changed a few things about this sale. One thing that we didn't change, I'll let this go.
I love the opening, guys. We did a great job. Sorry, you can keep the discs. You don't have to open them like this, but it's so cool. Why
No.
wouldn't you open them?
Well,
I mean,
you know,
people
how
are going to
expensive
open a
it
lot.
is
They
for
they
farm.
they will get addicted to it for sure.
All right, Roger, left to right, middle out. Which one should I do first?
Right to left.
Right to left?
Yes. for the
He's
accessories.
a real pro. He knows. All right, we got a plastic clown
sucks.
nose. So people were
Yeah,
wondering
that's-
about power rating earlier. This modifier down here is the power boost this accessory would apply to your Illuvitar power, right, Aaron? And they all stack.
Yeah, so you get an extra 2.5% power.
Very
It's not
cool.
great.
That's not great. It isn't great.
No, that's bottom
That's
of
a
the
good
barrel.
one. That's
This
very
one's good.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Ooh, radiating Illuvium badge. Very good.
yeah.
8.7%. Really coming out of a standard. You love to see it.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
the same one, but a little bit less. All right.
Yeah, but these are pretty decent. I mean, 2% low, over 5% looking okay, over 10% amazing.
Yep.
All right, we got an Air Grocco with a very low power. Ugh. Everybody can see the alpha
That's the tier zero.
Illuvitar here. It's the tier
So,
zero.
But I'm
These
sure
ones-
like completing a
always have that
collection of
power.
them might be good. You know.
All right, and they're 125 power with this one. So this is lower power, my friends. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do another one just for fun. We're just going to load one more standard, and then we're going to do a mega. All right, which standard do you want? 1487, 1806, 1492,
1806. Let's do that one.
1806. We're going to load this one, and then Aaron's going to do some mega discs for you guys. All right. And for everybody who isn't familiar, the reason why we're doing these confirmations, we need to confirm through Immutable X and sign this because you actually own the properties of these discs. This isn't just some video game asset that vaporizes. You actually own this. All right, right to left again.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's do it.
Ooh, red leather dog collar. It's got the style, but it doesn't have the power rating.
Yeah.
They all look amazing, but it's not the power we want.
Another one.
Clown nose. Roger, what's wrong, man?
I don't know,
All right.
man.
Do any of these have any heat right now, or are they all ice cold to you?
Pretty cold.
They're
It's a
all
standard
cold.
disc.
It's a standard disc. Oh, he's
See, look at that. Yeah, that's not good. Another
Air
Grocco.
Grocco.
Little better. That's
Happy
okay.
Links. It's okay. It's okay. Well, that's the deal, though. The
Pretty good
standard
background.
discs. Pretty good
Yeah.
background indeed. Look at these beautiful backgrounds for real. And this expression. I love that Link's expression. But that's 2 standard discs. Let's go ahead and choose. So I'm back here on my profile, and I can go ahead and sort by disc, and then we'll select a mega disc. So Aaron, which one do you feel has some heat right now, amigo? 1813, 1811, 1815. What are you feeling right now? 1812.
Let's go 1809. It's-
1809.
I like
That's a
things to do
standard
with, like-
disc. That one's the only standard right here. So choose any but 1809.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it was a. Okay,
I
let's
did
have a
too.
look. Damn it.
13,
Probably
11, 14, 12,
Ooh.
15.
Oh yeah. Let's go 1815. That's divisible by 3 too. Yep.
18?
1815. It's bottom
1815, right here. People are asking in chat, is this a recording or is it live? It is live. All right, so we're going to click to load the mega disc. If this was not live, this would be way tighter than it is. You can tell we're...
We will probably be more rested.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going to sign this. This is the mega disc with a guaranteed rare Illuvitar. Let's see what it has in store for us.
Ooh.
All right, Aaron, right to left, left to right, inside out. Where's the heat, baby?
We'll go middle out.
Middle, all right. Oh, the dog
Okay.
collar. Left to right.
Yellow color. Yeah. We'll go left of that.
Left.
hmm
Oof.
All right,
That's good.
virtuous floor
Okay.
links. Not bad with 1200 power. Not bad.
I love that one too. I like it. Right of the dog collar now.
Baseball cap.
Okay,
Not too bad.
Right. And then all the way to the right.
Man, that a small eye scar, man, it pops up a lot.
Well, they're pretty much the same rarity. It just depends on which slot you get. Okay, last one. Let's see what we got. Hey, Atlas. Okay,
Well,
so
he's cute at least.
yeah. I don't think that one was the greatest of discs. There's no Ramfire in there, but I guess
Everybody, you see the competitive aspect of this? Like, obviously, you can just make an Illuvitar you like, right? But everybody's like, I gotta boost those numbers. I gotta get over 9,000. All right, Megadisc 1474, 75, 13, 48. Which one you feeling here, buddy?
we'll go 1486.
1486. All right, here we go.
Good year.
Good vintage.
I'm so curious to see what happens on Tuesday when it goes live, and like, because at the launch party we'll be able to see what kind of Illuvitars are being minted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And which one is the highest power
It'll
level.
keep track of the highest power that is in existence.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Do you want to go inside out from the middle out again, Aaron?
Let's go just left to right. We'll see what happens.
Left to right? Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
1100
Okay,
Relentless.
That's not too bad
Zeppelins.
for that slot, yeah.
Not bad.
Ooh,
Ooh.
the missing.
Missing internal test right
this
here.
one will be fixed
Yeah.
up in another update. It's not there on testnet, but it's definitely made.
It's all good. Everybody understands. We're just showing the test
Yeah.
version right now. Black
Yeah, who's
bandana,
drawing it,
2.5%. Whew.
Got that clown nose again. I think we're
And there's that scar.
not as lucky as what I have
No.
been. I've had a few
No.
good pulls, but that was definitely not it.
Maybe you should do one, Andrew.
Maybe I should do one.
Yeah, I think you should.
You think I should? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm happy to. I'll
do
do
it.
one, and then we need to keep moving forward, guys. We're all coming up on an hour already. We haven't even gotten through half the content. Yeah. Panic. All right. I'm gonna choose one. I know. I know which one's gonna have the heat. It's gonna be. You can't take it from the top. You know what I mean? You got to go down. Yeah. Right
The
here.
older one.
The older one. Yeah. 14. It's older. All right, we're going to open this one up,
better.
guys, and then we're going to move forward because we have so much more to share with you in terms of the features of Illuvium Beyond. Let's load this last mega disc and move forward.
I think this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get
This
lucky.
is gonna be good. Yeah, 100%.
All right,
I see
Silver
everybody
piercing?
rooting for you anyway. so,
not bad. Yeah, I see that in chat as well.
Like, what the hell?
Not bad. Tier 2.
Jimberino, I'm feeling it, buddy. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
see?
All right, and let's go ahead and
Gotta do
open
something.
another one.
Already better. Oh,
Eh,
another
bandana. Another bandana. Come on, RN Jesus. All right, here we go. Got the Relentless Zephyr links and
Yeah.
an Atlas.
No.
Yeah, it's a whammy. It's a whammy there, guys. Guys, that was fun. And that's why I'm going to buy an irresponsible number of these until I get exactly what I want. And just to build my collection. I'm planning on going just stupid hard on standard discs. I just love opening them. The opening experience is just like, you get all those endorphins. It's so fun. All right, let's move on then. Thank you, everybody, for coming along for the journey with us. So you understand what a Illuvitar is. You understand what a disc is. You know how the waves are going to work. And now that we've opened some discs, now that we have Illuvitars and accessories, we need to talk now about bonding and putting those together in your final work of art. So I'm going to play an animation here, but tell us, Aaron, while I play this, what is bonding?
So bonding is, like you saw that transaction that pops up that says, hey, do you want to do this? In that sense, what you're really doing is saying you're going to burn an asset, in that case a disc, in exchange for those 5 new assets, which are the Illuvitars and the accessories. What bonding does is it takes a single Illuvitar plus at least 1 accessory, could be multiple accessories, anywhere up to 5, as long as you have a free slot on that character. basically burns all of them, and what it gives you back is that same Illuvitar with all of the same configuration, same background, etc., etc., etc. But now the accessories are on it, so it becomes one singular piece, which is unbreakable and of much higher power.
Understood. Okay, well then let's go ahead then and bond some accessories right now. You can hear the description, but just seeing it happen on the screen is the way to go. So let's go ahead and Roger, help me out here. And audience, go ahead and type in chat which Illuvitar you would like us to select. But I'm going to go ahead. This is in my profile. I'm going to filter by Illuvitar. And what do you think we should pick here, guys? As just we're going to do an example bonding. You want to do?
Let's go with the virtuous floor links. Let's ruin his.
Virtuous floor. Ruin his. Perfect. Virtuous floor links. Perfect.
No, just kidding.
All right.
But it's a very good one. I mean, cool. It looks amazing.
It looks amazing. For me, I'm collecting these for the looks. I mean, the power is fun too. But all right, we'll click the bond. And then it brings us into this bonding menu. Aaron, help us choose some eyewear to go along with this. What eyewear would you like to select?
We got to go high. So let's go the sunglasses.
Black sunglasses. And you say high because that has the greatest power rating boost with 6.25%.
Yep.
Okay, we'll go ahead and click that and click done. So as you guys can see, we start with the base power rating of the Virtuous Flora Links. We then get the boost of 6.25% to the power rating by applying that accessory. And as you move down the chain here, it continues to boost your power. Cool. Headwear. Which headwear would you like to choose, Roger?
So many.
Let's go with the baseball cap.
Because we have a million bandanas. Yeah. The baseball cap is a 6.25%
and
bonus.
He just licks the street.
God, look at that. I mean, we could stop right there.
Nah,
I mean, it looks really good.
You need some kind of a gold chain or something.
We do. I don't know if I have gold chains, but notice as we're applying all of these accessories, this power is getting boosted, and you see the breakdown there in these charts and numbers. For those of you that are looking to play the numbers game, which I'm sure a bunch of you are going to. Bodywear, Aaron, what selection would you like to make? Right now we have the tie and the red leather dog collar. Dog collar. Okay, you got it. There it is.
I would have kept it all black, man. But you're the better artist than me.
He's the superior artist.
You gotta bow down to my artistic skill here, Roger. I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah. So people are asking about power, Aaron, and they're asking how do you? Obviously, you boost the power by applying better accessories, but the accessories that provide a bigger power rating boost, are those more rare, Aaron?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So the accessories are very similar to. They actually follow the same weighting system that the Illuvitars do. So I could be wrong, but I think it's something like 1 in 4,000 to get a specific highest tier accessory. It's, I guess, 5 times more common to get any particular slot. So like if you don't really care about the slot, you just want to have the highest power, a 20% boost, then it'll be a bit lower. I can't remember the exact numbers, but they're definitely out there. I feel like you've been a little bit unlucky with your accessories. Maybe you got a bit better.
No, I mean, the one we did with Aaron, it was a Band-Aid that had a 16% boost. So we got one. I've only opened like 8 discs on this account, and I've already gotten one with a 16% boost. Thank you. So basically power, higher power anything, whether it's an Illuvitar and accessory, higher power stuff is more rare. Just period. That's a good, is that a good summary and a good way to think about acquiring power?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Let's pick the prop here. Aaron, your choice.
Oh no, let Roger pick this one.
Okay.
That's easy. That's the radiating badge.
Radiating badge. Okay. Ooh. There it is. Man, just look. They just become more and more wacky and fun as you apply all the accessories. I love it. And then we have these skins. Aaron.
I think maybe the earring.
Silver piercing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. And look at the styles on that ear right there. Let's go. I love it. So the power rating, as you guys could see, significantly boosted as we applied these accessories. But here's the fun part, the bonding. Now, there's a confirmation screen right here. You're burning these assets, these original assets, the Illuvitar and the accessories, to create one combination asset, right? So you cannot reverse this process when you bond. Is that correct, Aaron?
That's correct. Yep.
So this is forever. This can never be changed on testnet ever again. So that's why you got to go through this confirmation, guys. It's taking all of these NFTs you opened in your discs, it's burning them to make a new original creation just for you. Perfect. It's going to confirm on the blockchain. It goes extra slow because this is testnet. And then we're going to go ahead and finalize bonding, and you get a really satisfying and cool little animation to watch this happen. Let's do it. It really makes sure that you're sure. Here we go.
So cool.
I think
I love
there's
that.
a,
Wow, at the end.
yeah. Maybe there's even a better one coming, or a little bit more spectacular for the hollow ones, but maybe that's a V2 thing. Can't remember.
There's a lot of features that are not going to be quite ready by the time we launch, but it'll be like everything else. We just continually improve everything that we do.
I'm just doing random stuff right now just to show one more bonding to everybody because it's so satisfying to watch the bonding happen. All right. I'm just choosing random. I'm choosing random stuff. Here we go. Low power doesn't matter. He's all about the coins, baby. Atlas is all about the coins. And then we're just going to bond this, and I'm just going to show you one more bonding animation, and then we're going to move forward here, guys. Obviously, with your own collection, you're going to have to make very strategic choices because these are forever choices. And as our community manager, Rich, mentioned earlier in chat, you can bond accessories and like leave a slot open. You don't have to bond every single slot. So you can come back and make decisions later if you want to, like, let's say, leave the skin open or the head open. So you don't have to bond everything all at once.
Yeah.
Did we just get a glitch? We just got a glitch. Oh, well. Whoopsie doopsie.
It's still Atlas, but it's just different.
All good. It'll still mint it on the blockchain. It's testnet. We're not afraid to show our products the way that they are. So, all right, cool. So let's talk about more in terms of Illuvium Beyond. So everybody's getting to see behind the scenes the internal build that we're all working with. And so we're not scared to show it because you guys see the quality already. All right, so let's move into talking about the hub and the album and collections and milestones and sleeves aspect. So you purchase these discs, you open them up, you get Illuvitars, you get accessories, you bond them, but then what? How do I beat everyone else at this game, Aaron? Help me understand.
So the first part is definitely be luckier than what we were today. That's a good start. But there are, I believe, like 110 or something like that, different collections that are available. And once you go into your album, you'll take all of the Illuvitars that you have and you'll put them into the various sleeves. So for example, if you go into wave 1, it's the top left.
All right, let me go ahead and pull that up. I'll pull that up in real time here in the platform. So we'll go to album and it'll start populating everything on testnet for us. Okay. And you want me to look at set 1, wave 1?
Yeah, you could actually you could go to Bulwark.
Sure, I'll do whatever you want. Bulwark, okay.
So the point here is that everything that sits in this collection is a Bulwark, right? And I believe you only have one, or actually you have two.
I have three Illuvitars to set, it says.
Oh,
and
wow,
so
okay. So,
it looks like you can manually click to set each one within this collection, or you can just do it auto. So I'll just do one at a time just for fun. And then I can choose which atlas I'm putting in here. So let's just set this Illuvitar there in this page. I'm sorry, this sleeve. There it is. And then, so once that came, I saw some points pop up on the screen. So help me understand the points and how those are relevant.
Yep. So the power of it's very simple. The power of the Illuvitar is the points that you get when you put it in that sleeve. So obviously your Singe is quite a bit more powerful because it's a tier 4. So that guy is like very far up there in terms of points, right? Even though 10,000 is the max, having something around 3,000 is ridiculously high, right? Yeah. And yep, so you've got them all in there now. When you collect all of them, you will get an additional amount of points. It's got your progress up the top. Obviously, you won't be able to get all of the bulwarks just yet, just purely because there's a bunch of bulwarks that are not part of this this wave. You can auto sleeve them like this, but let's go to a bit more of an indicative collection. Can you go back and go to the axolotl line collection?
Absolutely. Let me go find that.
If you search for alluvial lines, it'll get rid of.
So here at the top of the screen, you can sort by sets, lines, affinities, classes, backgrounds, and accessories. So there's deep collection aspects. Yep. And here's the line that you were referring to.
Yeah. So in here, you'll see that there's 9 different sleeves and there's 6 milestones to collect. So the way that milestones work is they're sort of like a little subset of the collection. So in this case, there's a milestone which is to collect all the different expressions for Atlas, right? That's what we call the stage 1 milestone because Atlas is the stage 1. There's another milestone for Axon and then also for Axodon. So the axolotl line is the only one that's fully available in this wave. So you can finish this full collection if you get lucky enough with your rolls. You can pick up a neutral Atlas, which you've got there. You can pick up a more rare expression of Atlas. I don't think you have one, but that's okay. And once you get all 3 of those different Atlases, you will get that milestone complete. And then once you get all 3 of the Axons, you'll get that milestone complete. Once you get all of the Axodons, you'll get that one complete. And then also vertically as well, if you collect all of the common expressions, that's worth points as well. And that'll show you how many points you get for doing it. And once you've got all of them, that will effectively mean that you've got all 6 milestones completed, plus you get a bonus for completing the whole collection, and your points will go off the charts. It looks like at the moment you've got, was that 11,000 points, something like that?
Up here I have 11,000 points, and I'm silver at the moment.
Yeah.
So basically my total of everything I've put into sleeves, correct me if I'm wrong here, in these collections, like will represent my total points here.
Yep.
Got it.
That's all your points in the whole album, right? And then the little silver badge that you have says that you're rank silver, right? And we don't have it implemented yet, but you'll actually get achievements for getting particular ranks. So what you can get is a silver Illuvium Beyond badge. And once we implement that, you'll be able to put that badge around your profile picture to be able to show people that you're a silver player of Illuvium Beyond. Each of our games in the Illuvium universe that is competitive will have its own rank system inside of there, and each of them will have custom borders that you can put. So you might want to say that you're like an arena player or Illuvium Beyond player, etc., etc. And yeah, the more points you get, the higher up in the ranks you go, all the way up to diamond. We might even add some thresholds after that. It depends on how many points people get after this one. We're not sure exactly how AP people are going to get with this. So we've been a little bit conservative with the points, but there's always a few people out there that just want to get to the top. So we might add some ranks above that if required.
I love it. Thank you for showing all of that. Roger, do you have anything to add to this?
No, well, other than we're also looking at making certain milestones also become unlocks for certain emotes or skins or all kinds of fun cosmetic things. Like, it's never going to be anything financial, what I sometimes see with people in the community thinking that we'll be giving out ILV or something if you have some, but that won't happen. But definitely cool flexes and unlocks that, across all other games as well, possibly.
There could be an option for snapshotting things. We still need to go into full details of it, but let's say we say the cutoff date for set 1 is some particular date, December 31st. We could say that you'll get some sort of an NFT based on what you have exactly at that snapshot, December 31. And we think then that there'll be some sort of a rush for people to try and trade and fill out their albums. But mostly the idea of these things will be unlocks, right? So you might unlock a particular skin, a particular emote, and these will be super rare, and you'll have to have them in your sleeves. If you then go and sell it, like that grinning slashing is just absolutely amazing. I love it so much. If you ended up selling that, it would go out of your sleeves, and you'd lose those points.
Understood. So you have to keep them in your collection in order to rack up these points. That totally makes sense. And let's talk about the competitive aspects. Obviously, you can be silver, you can have a bigger number than other people, but it's really important to know, how do you show that your number is bigger? So here, there's the leaderboard, which is a feature. So tell us about the leaderboard.
Yep. So leaderboard won't be live when we launch early next week. It's about coming a week after, something like that. You can see on the, I love the names that we have on these ones. Is Squeaky Puff still at the top?
Is he still winning? You got removed.
We removed Squeaky Puff. This is a part of. This is an asset we used for animations. It's a part of the explainer video. The something slams into the top. So anyway.
Yeah.
It could be you, audience. It's blank. Imagine yourself there at the top. So basically, we're giving people time to build their collections and get their points up. Then the leaderboard will be implemented after that, and then we can see, of course, who is greatest.
Yeah, and you'll see which collection they have that has the most points in it. So you get a lot of points for completing a collection. So, for example, if you finish the set 1 collection, it's just absolutely ridiculous amounts of points. It'll straight away, I think, put you to something like silver if you get all of them. Obviously, that's not possible right this wave because it's the set, and that's going to be done over the course of the next 6 months to 9 months. But it'll show you your top Illuvitars, and this is effectively like a filter of the top 100 people. The default for this is the top 100 people in the world. What we're adding for version 2, which I guess might be, we're hoping to get that done before wave 2, is a friend and guild leaderboard as well. So
that's fun. That's fun.
When you have a list of all of your friends, you'll be able to select the leaderboard with that selected, and you'll be able to see out of all of the people on your friends list who's the most powerful, and then all the people in your guild who's the most powerful. So you can have a little bit more competitive edge with people that aren't just like freaks of nature that are all out in the world. It can be a bit more of a personal experience.
Understood. That's really cool. There's obviously all of this revolves around the idea of the power rating, and we talked about that earlier. So basically, help me understand the different layers of power rating, just in a nutshell, that you can acquire. It starts on the Illuvitar level, right? And that's the sort of basis for your power rating. And then how does it increase from there and lead you to that leaderboard? Can you just lead us step by step how racking up power works?
So the base portrait gives you points. The background gives you points. The accessories then multiply all of that.
Okay.
Then when you put it into a collection, you get points for adding it to the collection. That's where it manifests. When you get a milestone, you'll get a bonus. When you hit a full collection, you get an even bigger bonus. And that's how you get up on the leaderboard.
Understood. Okay, so a huge part of this, get the Illuvitars, bond accessories, then put them into your collections, complete milestones, and that will boost your overall points. So as you guys can see during this stream, I've been setting Illuvitars into my collection throughout the stream, and then it updates on the blockchain. And then that has been boosting my total points. and I haven't gotten any milestones yet, but I'm close to hitting some milestones, right?
Yeah, if you get that last coin, then you'll see a big boost. With these ones, the collection bonus on these ones is not huge because there's really only one milestone to get, which is just those 3. So it just counts as one individual thing. One thing that people might notice is that you've used the same Illuvitar a bunch of times. We didn't want people to sort of have this feeling like they have to just get a million atlases to be able to fill out a collection.
I love that.
You can use Atlas in the Set 1 collection. You can use it in the Bulwark collection, the Water collection, the Axolotl collection. I think I calculated that if you picked the exact right accessories, you might be able to get 11. You might be able to put it in 11 separate collections if you get the right ones.
Spreadsheet warriors, get ready.
Yeah, you got to be efficient, strategic.
Yeah, you want to be efficient as much as possible. Then there's going to be other people that just want to have different ones in each. The more common things you get, you're going to have a few of them, so you might have a different one in each. But there's definitely going to be people out there try to maximize it.
That's cool. So everybody during the stream, you've watched me set my Illuvitars into these sets. And you've watched my power rating grow. At the beginning of the stream, it was something like 19,000. And as this all populates on the blockchain, I'm over 36,000 now, and it just keeps going up. So this is awesome. This is so fun. It gives you a sense of progression. And so, I mean, you get the endorphin rush of opening all of the discs. Then you get the fun of, and the anxiety, I think, of just making big permanent decisions. Which accessories are you going to bond to which Illuvitars? And how are you going to make that decision? I mean, you have to consider total power rating. You have to consider which collections you're contributing toward. You have to consider which milestones you're trying to achieve. And most importantly, you have to choose something that looks good.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to balance all of that?
Yeah.
Or silly.
When we say that there's a lot of combinations, we really do mean it. There are, I think 18. I originally miscalculated slightly on the lower side, because originally we were talking about like 3 billion calculations, something like that. It's over 20 billion different combinations that you can get. Over 20 billion.
I'm sorry, that's billion with a B.
Billion.
Billion with a B. Yeah, there's 20 billion that you can get. I'm not saying that all of those combinations are going to be made, because that would be a lot, but that's the power of multiplication, right? You can put so many different combinations across each of the slots. There's all different backgrounds. There's just an amazing amount of detail. So if you add a bunch of things to yours, you can be fairly certain that no one's done your combination, especially if you go towards one of the higher end things. There's just no way possible that someone's going to be able to get what you have unless they go onto the marketplace and specifically look for that to try and get something that I don't know, try to get in on your territory of squiz with a bandana or something like that. But they're very rare if you put 5 accessories on them.
I love that. Okay, hold on. All of that adds up to an incredible competitive experience. But what do you get other than being number 1? And we do have something to show here, and that's an additional layer of throwing it in people's faces that you're better than them. And we're talking about sweet borders. We've got the bronze border, and we've got the diamond border that people can experience. And so, is there a silver in the middle or something? Help me understand that one, Aaron. But
there's quite a few levels between those two. Yeah. So our systems will always go between bronze and diamond, and then we may have a few tiers that sit above there, depending on that. They would effectively be like the professional tiers for each of our games. Diamond is obviously like ridiculously cool. I believe that Grant has designed past diamond, like Challenger and Master and Grandmaster, and they look even cooler. But yeah, for you, once we get that border, the fact that you've got silver means that you'll be able to put silver border onto your profile picture, and that will let everybody know that you're not some bronze scrub. You're right, you're up there. And then someone else who has been even luckier might have a gold, and then a platinum, and then a diamond, and then possibly we might add in challenger, master, and grandmaster.
And so where will this border appear? Help everybody understand where they can show off with this border. Is this going to show up in our games?
Everywhere.
Is this going to show up in the hub? Like, help me understand everywhere this border will be, just so everybody can make sure that they show their friends that they're superior to them. That's how you make friends, right? You show that you're superior to them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. If you go back to where your profile picture is on the Illuvidex, you'll see that at the moment it doesn't have a border. It'll appear right there. So if someone is looking at your, up there.
Here, okay.
If someone is looking at one of your collections, they will see whose collection it is that they're looking at, and it'll have the border straight away. So on the Illuvidex, it'll have it, and it depends. You might be a much better Illuvium Arena player or a Illuvium Overworld player, and so you might be diamond in one game and only bronze in another. You might decide that you want to put up the diamond one, or you might put up the bronze one. It's up to you. When you go into Arena, it'll match make you against someone else. It pops up with a screen that'll show you versus your opponent, and it'll show which rank you both are. So that would be an achievement that is gotten via Illuvium Arena. This is the achievement that you get via Illuvium Beyond.
Understood. So there's going to be borders for different sorts of achievements in games and what have you. So got it.
And there's not just borders for your rank. You don't have to have a ranked border. For example, let's say you just absolutely love fire, and you sing the I Love Fire song all day, every day, then you could collect all of the fire Illuvitas. And once you've collected all of them, that will unlock an achievement. I mean, we haven't gone through the exact details, but there might be a border that is flaming that you can put on there to show that you have collected all of the fire Illuvitars. There might be a slightly different one to show that you've collected all of the fire Illuvials.
Understood. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Roger.
No, I'm just saying, and also like the amount of design work that we still have to do is,
a lot.
We're not done.
This is a big project.
We're so far from done. This
is a ridiculously large project.
New stuff.
Yeah, we are closing in on having 4 games soon. I mean, I would consider this to be a game, but if not, we're talking about like maybe a half a game or something like that. So 3.5 games in the 2 years that we've existed is quite an achievement.
Psychotic, some would say.
Insane.
Yeah.
Once we go to live, that'll still be in a public beta. So it will still be not what we consider to be the final product. I've said it since the beginning. It'll probably be about another year past that before we get everything to the level of polish that we want. The beauty about getting to that final point is then it becomes a lot easier to make the other games on top of it, because we'll have all of the back-end systems, all of the infrastructure that we need, a lot of the animations and artwork and lore. All of that stuff will allow us to build in new games. We'll be able to take something from, say, the Auto Battler and move it on to a, say, RPG. We'll be able to take Illuvium Beyond from being just a collectible album game to being a competitive PvP card game, etc., etc., etc. It just gets faster as time goes on, and there's just so much there that, there's a lot of design work to do. I'm glad I don't have to do a lot of the artistic side of it. I've got geniuses like Rogier to be able to do all of that stuff. Even after this call, we're going to be going over some things that we need to get out before Tuesday, and we'll do it because he's crazy and I'm just as crazy, I think.
Yeah, I think you're crazy. You're up longer than me. I was up since 5. And you've been up since 5, but 8 hours ahead of me. So
you guys are working so hard. I don't want to take up too much of your time on the stream, so let's cover the last couple concepts, give some stuff away, and you guys get back to work. or feed those fishes. There's the marketplace. I want to talk about the marketplace because the Illuvidex, obviously Illuvium Beyond. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. Everything is housed within the, you know, we always talk about how the Illuvidex is the official marketplace of Illuvium. I'm here in the marketplace right now. So let's say, you know, I wanted to, let's say, complete one of those collections we were talking about earlier in the album. I can go here to the marketplace and I can browse by IlluviTars, accessories, and even later on, you mentioned that people can hold on to their discs and not open them and then sell them here in the marketplace. Obviously, there's none for sale right now. Later on, you could sell, I mean, think about it. Those alpha wave 1 discs. I mean, you don't think people are going to want those down the road? I think they will. I'm going to save a couple. But here, you can just go find what you need and buy it straight up if you want. You don't have to open discs. Correct?
Our guys are even smarter than that. If you go to your album and you look at a sleeve, there's a buy now button if you don't have one. So
I see. Now, obviously, this isn't going to work right now.
It worked for me earlier today, but you might not find anything listed.
Right, right.
Some of these, so click on Axon. Yep, just click there. Now,
it would pull up Axon. It would pull up all of the Axons that are available to buy here if they were for sale.
None listed at the moment because this is obviously testnet.
Right.
But it filters by available, production number 2. That's Axon's production number, and set number 1. So yeah, it has the filters already there for you. So if you're missing something, you click on the sleeve, takes you to the marketplace where you can buy something from another person. This is the sort of detail that we do with our products that is not common in this space. And it's why I think that people are so interested in the project, because we have done this from the beginning to be about the collector and the community. If you want to trade your thing and put it up for sale, we want the maximum number of people to be able to see that, and for them to be able to do one click just to get straight to having those filters done just makes it so much of an easier experience for them. That's why this will be the best marketplace.
Understood. So if I wanted to list, let's say, some of my extra black bandanas, I could just click the list button here from my profile. I could select whatever token. I'll just do something super cheap just for fun. Click continue. And then I'll list the item and it gives you all your fees. And then you go through all your confirmations. Since you actually own this, it needs to go through the blockchain. And then boom, this black bandana has been successfully listed in the marketplace and someone else could buy it. And I love that idea of being able to trade here through the Illuvidex. So you can get rid of unwanted Illuvitars, unwanted accessories, get some value back, and then go buy some more discs, baby. I mean, obviously, this is a part of any like collection card game or trading game. The trading part is half of the fun.
That's one of the reasons why this is such a cool system. It's basically all of the, apart from that tangible feeling of like holding it in your hands, it's literally the closest you can get to having it be a real thing, because on the blockchain, it is absolutely guaranteed that there is only as many as what it says that there are, and you own it in your wallet. So it's like having real cards, but on top of that, you can play them into games instantly in a number of different ways, right? These cards will be used in so many different ways, and the Illuvials will be able to be used across literally every game, including Illuvium Beyond in the future. So yeah, you can list it up there for a large sum of money.
This small, I'm just doing it for funsies here.
Break.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to get it appraised to see if it's like got scratches and stuff like that. You don't need to worry if the card company sort of cut it wrong and you sort of get rugged because you didn't do anything wrong. They're all perfect and pristine, and they'll be that way for the next billion years.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for explaining the marketplace. So this place to buy, sell, trade, or of course, you can just hold on to everything and just be the ultimate collector that never wants to let go. Whatever you want it to be, the choice is yours. I love it. So we have some exciting events coming up including the launch party for IlluviTars. Both of you guys are going to be participating in that launch party with me. I'm going to be hosting an infinity hour stream. It is a YouTube event. I'm going to go basically until I die, most likely.
Nice.
So great working conditions here at Illuvium for sure.
Yes.
But we've got a launch party that's happening on YouTube, and it's also happening within Illuvium Beyond. So not only are we going to be doing giveaways and special appearances and guests and disc openings for hours and hours, over 30 guests are going to be coming along, including you guys, and bonus giveaways by Roger. But we also have this sort of corresponding launch party within the actual platform itself, where the community can hit milestones. So Aaron, can you tell us a little bit about that and how this whole launch party is going to shake out?
So the launch party is a page that aggregates all of the coolest things that have been happening in real time. So I think it should be
It's
available
here, baby.
now.
I'm going to show it on the internal right now. So up here at the top of the screen, you go to launch party. And I believe it's, there's a working version of it right now, so people can get an idea.
A couple of things to go in. Ooh, that hollow Sirius Cucka is looking pretty good, right? So basically, there is a stream of assets that are being purchased, whether they be discs or opened packs, etc., 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 and you'll see them update in real time. You can actually see 28 minutes ago. So while we were on the stream, you minted that atlas with the bandana and the coins and the virtuous Floralinks. They're already there, right? So it's already up and running, and it will just keep on showing you what people are minting in real time, so that you can see, get a rough idea for what's common, what are people doing. And I think that's one of the coolest things about it. Then there is the stretch goals section, which is what you're looking at here. So stretch goals are made up of two parts. There's the community goals, which is where everyone together is trying to purchase as many discs as they can. We don't distinguish between mega discs and standard discs. It doesn't matter. If you want, you can do all standards, you can do all megas, and you'll still add one to the total. If you get to that 5,000, then you'll get everyone who bought a disc in this sale will get access to that first wave emote. And so basically what you'll do is you'll see the current and the next one that's available for you. And you'll also see your individual goals as well. So if you go up a little bit towards the top, you'll see that you individually have got 37. And when you get to 50, you will actually get a bonus Wave 2 disc, which will be redeemable once Wave 2 goes live. If you get
love
100,
it.
you'll get the Wave 2 mega disc as well. So basically, just little things that can sort of give back to you for supporting the project. There are some cool ones. There are some contentious ones that Roger and I need to finalize today. If you get a lot of discs, there's some very cool things there, and we may have to tone that back because some of them are just maybe ridiculously overpowered, but you won't be able to see what those goals are. You'll have to hit the goal before it to start to see the next one, and it'll show you what your completed goals are as well. So you'll see a stream of everything. You'll see you'll have filters at the top that you can go through and filter them by. So if you go up to see where it says top tier accessories.
I'm looking at them right now. So you were talking about accessories earlier that have 20% or up to 20% power rating. You go here, you can see the best accessories that people have pulled and marvel. Or it could be your accessory at the top here. That's so cool.
Yeah. So you can filter based on just standard Illuvitars or hollow and standard accessories, or the top tier accessories. And then in that little top right corner, you'll see if you go right to the top, where it says
Up here?
Holo Sirius Kaka, that's basically like announcing the latest Holo that's come out, right? So the last Holo was minted an hour ago. Obviously, this is sort of a time where most of our team are not testing this system, so that's why it hasn't been. It's been about an hour since the last Holo. If you click on the button below, you'll see that that's the highest Illuvitar power that exists currently on testnet. So as you can see, 9,999 is absolutely massive. And then if you go down here, you'll see what wave is coming up. One feature that we're adding in, it probably won't be there for the first week or so, is a music player filled with all of the official Illuvium music. We would have loved to have got that one in, but I believe there might be some small constraints around streaming so much music to so many people. But as soon as we solve that, we will get that one in there. And who knows, that could be in there by sometime later on next week.
I love it. Thank you for explaining that. Everybody who's participating will be doing not only the stream, but we'll be pulling open the launch party dashboard where you can see everyone else's IlluviTars, their accessories, their top tier accessories. You can see how many discs have been purchased. You'll have your own personal goals where you can earn rewards, and the community will have goals, and more goals will be unlocked as the previous goal has been accomplished. And we'll be communicating about those on social media and through this dashboard. I'm so excited about the launch party. I've never been a part of any media company or gaming company or what have you that's done a real-time launch dashboard for their product they're launching where everybody can participate along with them. Normally, you just kind of keep the data to yourself, right? And you know how many have been sold, you know what has been purchased, but now the community gets to see all that transparently and get in on the fun. I love it, man. It's going to be so exciting.
Others celebrate how much how much gas people have wasted in burning things on their unoptimized systems. We do it all gas free, and we celebrate the actual things that you get that you love. This is not something that people have seen before. And I mean, the art team and the devs behind it that have put all of this together, of which I'm none of them. I just marvel at the quality that they do, day in, day out. They really do deserve all the praise that the community can possibly give them, because without the team, without guys like Rogier working on this stuff, it just doesn't happen. There are literally something like 13,000 hand-drawn artworks that have been done for this one. It is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, the team, but not just like the team, like Sophia, Svetlana, Dan. They've helped so much in creating everything, but everybody around it, plus you, Kieran, and you, of course, Aaron, and you as well, Andrew, sort of getting enthusiastic about the idea when it was first pitched, and then sort of seeing it from pitch to now going live in a few days.
My contribution to this project is making it be delayed by adding more things that people need to make. So yeah,
give this man a raise.
I have less of a good role in this. Yeah,
give this man a raise. Thank you for delaying everything. Okay, we got to end this because I know you guys are dying. Aaron, you've been up for over 9,000 hours. We're gonna pull chat up on the screen, and this is your opportunity, everyone, to participate in what? The
physical disc, right?
Sweepstakes. This is Roger's sweepstakes. He's got a physical disc. Do you mind just holding it up on the screen right now so everybody can see what is possible? This physical disc, physically in this man's hands. He's going to mail it to you.
Look, we got 5. Ooh. These are actually pretty heavy. So
we're going to give the other 4 away during the launch party tomorrow, during the stream, so you can participate there. But Roger, I asked you before the stream to come up with a secret question that everyone is going to answer in chat. We're watching in a real time, and we're going to choose, who is it? The first person that answers it correctly. Is that correct?
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. Okay. And so this is a contest of skill to see who can answer the question correctly first in chat. You all are going to see it in real time here on the side. What's that?
Does it need to be regarding Illuvitar or just Illuvium in general?
Uh-oh, he didn't come up with the question, everybody. He didn't come up with the question. Okay. It should be about Illuvium in general, or Illuvitars. It doesn't matter.
Just about this stream, then.
How about something that came up in the stream? And so think about it, and then as soon as you say it, you can't go backsies on the question. As soon as you say it, the first correct answer that pops up in the feed, we're gonna pull. Everybody's gonna see them be first here, and we will pull up their comment, and then that person can DM you on Discord and could give you their shipping details. And then you can ship that physical, beautiful disc right over that box, right over to them. Okay, let us know when that question is ready.
I have one, but I'm not sure if people are going to remember it. What is the
That's
first
pretty good.
disc number that I opened?
Ooh, what is the first disc number that Roger opened during this stream? Holy moly. Okay, let's give him 10 seconds to answer. Don't say it out loud.
Entirely sure I know it, but
oh no, you don't even know your own answer? Oh no. All right, we're going to give everybody 10 seconds to answer the question, and Roger is going to tell us what he thinks the correct answer is. It's the only way we can do it. And then whoever gave that correct answer first, I'll pull them up on the screen, and they will be able to DM Roger on Discord and get this box. All right, Roger. Oh wow, the numbers are pouring in even faster than this tool can even update. Holy crap!
I think it was.
Oh no!
I think I saw someone.
Okay.
I saw someone 1810. Yeah, but
it was 1810. All right, I'm scrolling up manually here in Restream to go look at all the answers. And so 1810, was that the correct answer?
Yes, I think so.
Okay,
but
I'm scrolling through it manually to go pick the first 1810 that popped up.
Name one of the. Then we'll rephrase the question into name of one of the discs that I picked, maybe.
Well, hold on. Somebody got the answer correct, and I mean, do you want me to pull up the person who got the answer correct first?
Yeah.
Okay, it is this person right here, Grima Play. I looked through the timeline here. They were now people are typing in 1810. Grima Play legit is the one who had 1810 first. They commented at 15:38:05 timestamp. I'm looking at it right now in my studio. Congratulations, Grima Play. You are going to DM the world famous Roger. And you are going to, this is him. This is the real him on Discord. And you can work out shipping details directly with Roger, and he'll send you that one-of-a-kind box pre-launch. Think about this, guys. Imagine getting a pre-launch anything from like Pokemon or something that was never even sold to the public. That is freaking wild. Grima Play, congratulations to you. We're really happy for you.
But first we gotta pick the one he won, right?
We have to pick the one he won. And so
1, 2, 3, or 5.
There's 5 boxes in Roger's space right now. We're going to pull up chat. All of you guys get to participate. Whatever the most popular answer is, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, put it in chat. Whichever number we think you're saying the most in chat, he will choose that box, and that's the one that will be sent over to Grima Play. All right, let's see. They're going to start flowing in. There's a 10-second delay on the stream. All right, here we go. God, here they come. Now, Roger, Aaron, you need to subjectively choose which number you think is popping up the most, and then that will be the one, okay? We'll leave it to you, Aaron.
Definitely 7. That's
boo. 9001. Nice troll answer.
It's over 9,000. There's some good ones in there. Jeez, it's.
Will it be signed by Roger, by the way?
It looks like.
Oh yeah, I'll show it.
3?
3?
3.
Yeah.
The answer is 3.
That's the middle one anyway, so that's good.
All right, so number 3. Okay, Roger's pulling out number 3. Are you going to reveal the contents of number 3 right now? He's going to show it right now. Let's full screen this. Audience, you made this happen.
Ooh,
what is inside box number 3? Grima Play. Oh! the holo print. Grima Play, dude, you just got hooked up.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Look, and it's signed by, let's see, that's Roger, Svetlana. Is that Dan?
Yeah, Dan over here and Sophia.
And Sophia. Look at that. A signed original holo print for Grima Play. Congratulations.
Yes.
Man, that is sick. Roger, thanks for doing that giveaway, man. That's really awesome.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate the support of our community. You know, Illuvium Beyond is something that obviously the team's been working on for a really long time and put a lot of effort into it. Aaron, thank you for your time today. Roger, thank you for your time today to go over all these details with me for an hour and 40 minutes. I'm going to chop this up, give everybody each piece of information so everybody knows how this works, so everybody can have fun collecting Illuvium Beyond and what Illuvium Beyond has to offer. Any final thoughts, Aaron and Roger?
I'm gonna go to bed soon.
Go to bed then. Get out of here. Roger, thanks for being here, buddy.
I did want to say that if people were a bit worried in chat with the number of alphas that we have available, it should be known to everyone that we do have the option to create more. If you get your order in while the system still believes that there are some available, there is a small window. It might be somewhere between, say, a minute and 5 minutes where the system hasn't minted the discs. We don't want people to miss out because, let's say, the worst happens and at the very start of the sale, all of them, go out. If you put an order in, and it is while the system still believes that there are some available, even if you're going to be later on in the queue, you'll still get your order. And I think that's important for people to know. That was something that the community desperately wanted us to do. So it does mean that there might be a chance that there's slightly more than, say, 100,000 and 20,000 of the alphas, but we feel, and the community seems to feel, like it's better to be that way and make sure that everybody gets it that wants it. But this doesn't mean that you can mint them forever. It means that if you come back, 2 days later and they're all well gone, it'll say none available and you won't be able to place an order. It's more like if you're last in there, you'll be able to get one. And I think that's important. Other than that, just want to thank the community so much for giving us their feedback. I know that sometimes I say that I hate our community and I do fight with the community quite often, but it makes the product better, right? You've got to fight for what you believe in, and they do. And I think that in the end, our whole ecosystem is going to be better for the community having that feedback. It's why we built the project in the first place. And I couldn't be happier with the way that they've handled themselves in the last few months. It's just been a pleasure to watch.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to boot you out, Aaron. Go get some sleep, Aaron. Go get some sleep, Roger. Go feed those fish. I appreciate you. Get out of here. And I'm going to leave all of you with this final thought. Be there at the launch party. It's going to be a killer stream. Be there in that exciting moment with us, with the community, with core contributors, with your friends here in the launch party dashboard. Be there in that moment. That's going to be the most exciting moment for Illuvium Beyond ever. I can't wait to see you there. I'll leave you with some original soundtrack music and see you then. Adios, everybody. Happy collecting.